This video is sponsored by Hunter Engineering. Visit hunter.com for more information.
From the Aishan Broadcast Studio, it's What's Treading, brought to you by Hunter Engineering.
Hello and welcome to What's Treading. My name is David, editor of Tire Review, and today we are speaking with Josh Holland. He is the Vice President of Network and Solutions Development at Bridgestone Americas. Let's get to the interview. Josh, thank you so much for joining me here today. As we were kind of discussing just before this recording, I am a huge data nerd, and so when I saw this news between Bridgestone and Geotab come across my desk, I knew that this was something that I needed to discuss with you. And so to just kind of break down what this news is in a very general sense, Bridgestone is obtaining access to Geotab's intelligent transport system consisting of data from 4.5 million connected vehicles. And then Geotab is gaining access to a collection of Bridgestone Mobility Solutions fleet insights such as location, speed, vehicle type, and transportation routes. So Josh, can you help us understand what is Bridgestone gaining access to that they maybe didn't already have access to?
Yeah, thank you. That's a great question. Really what we're gaining is additional access to data and with the intent to really drive and enhance our fleet care strategy. And that's something that is important to Bridgestone and core to how we are moving forward in our business. And the data set provides us access to this fleet data. And I want to point out it's all anonymized. So anything we're sharing with Geotab or they're sharing back, we don't have specific fleet information. We don't have specific vehicle VINs or anything of that nature. But it's really helping us set out to improve the fleet experience and also enable our service network to better service the fleet, which is a huge part of our success and a big asset to Bridgestone, which is our service network. And so some of this data, as you said, gives us access potentially to up to 4.5 million vehicles. So when you think about a connected vehicle strategy and trying to utilize data more to create a better experience, this is going to drive things like origin and destination of traffic. So think about understanding just vehicle trends and behaviors in an area, stop analytics, knowing where vehicles are domiciled, where they're spending their time, even road conditions, traffic conditions, all of those things. And so when you think about wanting to understand that data and how that pertains to, one, helping bring the data, which through this partnership, we're improving our ability to also create reports and provide data back to our customers in a much improved manner. So by doing that, you're really improving the overall experience, and we're bringing data to the fleet and to the service network as well. So we think that combined, and it will improve and enhance what we're trying to do from a fleet care strategy.
Fantastic. And so, you mentioned, of course, 4.5 million, connected vehicles here. That is a lot of data. I mean, that is an ocean of data, and it almost seems intimidating to me to be able to, really get any insight from looking at this just ocean of data. So yeah. How do you, as Bridgestone, how do you eke out efficiencies to ensure that you are able to kind of bring those to the fleets and make sure that you're looking at the right data and giving them the right information that they need, and not just, here's 4.5 million data sets, go to town?
Yeah, well, it starts with service and our network. So when you think about understanding patterns and understanding how vehicles are behaving or how fleets are behaving or where vehicles are located, one, that drives our ability to give information to our service network, which allows them to think about how they staff, how they add locations, how they build out their footprint related to this data. And then even trends around traffic and things. So maybe you're needing to, from a service network, you're needing to think about where I position, my mobile capabilities at different times of the day. That is important in this partnership because that service network aspect is all about uptime and creating and improving uptime for the fleet. So by utilizing the data with the service network, we definitely see that being a huge benefit to the fleet. Now, from a fleet standpoint, the more that we are able to use that data and combine it with the work we're doing around our tire health modules, then we see a path where we are really going to start to be able to bring insights to a fleet that help them drive down cost, again, improve uptime, think about their own efficiencies. So we really see the power of this data used in the right way to really improve that overall experience. Again, the service network is a huge aspect of that.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, yeah, and yeah, to your point, these fleets are going to just be able to, even if there's small efficiencies here, when you're talking about things like traffic data and things, that the potential for improved efficiency here is pretty monstrous. Now, I think for the fleet, you can see that pretty easily. But what about for the tire dealer? It's not so obvious what benefits it might have for that tire dealer. What can they gain from this partnership?
Yeah, so as I was starting to allude to, is one, service dealers for fleets are typically using mobile capabilities, and they're having to come to where the fleet is. So when you think about using this data to really understand traffic patterns, to understand where you have, a larger density of vehicles in any given area in a city, maybe you've got certain types of fleets that have a lot of vehicles that are in a specific area. What you're doing for the service network is giving them information that allows them to make better decisions on, again, how they invest in their own assets, that being adding service technicians, adding further mobile capabilities, even building new locations. So if you're using this data and you could see there is a larger density of vehicles in an area, and you as a service provider are possibly not positioned to be as efficient as possible, then this data will let our service network, just make more informed decisions about how they move forward and improve their own capacity and capabilities.
Absolutely, absolutely. That totally makes sense.
Presented from the Ishin Broadcast Studio at Babcock's Media.
Now, is there a benefit in your eyes for the dealer to communicating these benefits to their customer, or is this something that is just kind of going to happen in the background that the dealer is going to be aware of? Customer maybe doesn't need to be aware of these kinds of things.
Yeah, I think there's an opportunity for the fleet to be aware and the customer to be aware. Now, when we're sharing the data back and forth, because it's anonymized, you may not know specifically there's this fleet. We will be able to, have location areas understood, essentially geofence, but we may not know the exact fleet. Now, if a fleet gives the access to the data, of course, that's a huge benefit, and we could share that, and I'm sure our service network could do that. But being able to use the data and understand where certain fleets are and where there's density, I still think that there's a benefit to the network being able to speak to, and Bridgestone as well on behalf of our network, that we are looking to improve the mobility of our customers and the efficiencies by utilizing data sets like we're getting access to here. That'll improve our network, our footprint, essentially. We're investing in that. We're partnering in a way that improves our ability to service those customers.
Fantastic. And then, the data that Bridgestone is gaining, beyond the service network, is Bridgestone able to utilize this data in any way as far as R&D might be concerned? Ultimately creating a better product, a better tire for these fleets at the end of the day.
Yeah, obviously, when you have data and traffic patterns and where fleets are, and you think of geography and road conditions and all of those things, there's definitely the opportunity for us to not only improve what tires we recommend, also improve our insights into what tire technology or improvements we should be doing in our products today, but also what other solutions as part of our fleet care strategy that we should be bringing to our customers, to our fleets, and to our network. So yeah, from an R&D standpoint, of course, the more information we can have about roads and trends and behaviors of how vehicles are operating and what types of vehicles, from a class 1 through 8, it definitely is always going to add information that helps us think about how to continue to enhance our great products that we offer today.
And do you think that this data will help Bridgestone potentially even, go into new markets, maybe areas that you're not quite as strong in as opposed to other areas?
Yeah, again, thinking about where you're able to see the density of vehicles, it does allow Bridgestone with our large service network. I mean, today it's one of the largest networks in the world. It's a great benefit for Bridgestone, but it doesn't mean that we're necessarily everywhere we need to be. And so when you think about looking at vehicle density and then being able to lay that over where we have uh, opportunity to grow our capacity or our reach through our footprint, then definitely the more that we can partner with our service network partners and identify those areas, then that definitely will expand our reach into other markets as well.
Fantastic. This sounds like a obviously great opportunity for Bridgestone, and I'm very curious to kind of follow this saga and see where things lead, following this partnership. So, Josh, thank you so much for speaking with us about this whole thing and kind of helping us understand the benefits to the end user, to the tire dealer, to the fleet. This has been really fascinating. So, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me on, and always happy to have these conversations. Like you, I kind of love the data and love the technology side of it, so always exciting to talk about.
Of course, of course. And I hope to have you on again in the future. Maybe we can revisit some of this.
Yes, anytime. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Take care.
Yep, thank you.
All right, that was some wonderful insight from Josh. Obviously having more data is going to give you access to being able to improve efficiencies, improve ROI, and for the tire dealer, it's going to open up more opportunities to just service that customer even better. So partnerships like this are very important in this industry, and it's going to be huge for Bridgestone. I cannot wait to see where things go. Thank you for joining us. Take care.